Hi guys, welcome to the E4 rating climb. This is the 850 to 900 portion where we play in the center, we play principled, and we're up against a Scandi today in this first game. They're giving us a little check, but that's fine. We can just develop with this. And in this series, it's going to try and help beginners who are trying to hit 1000. They're going after this pawn. So maybe I'll just play like this. So we're going to play as principled as possible, guys, to teach everyone good habits. And the people who are playing in this series will be given their points back at the end. I'll tell chess.com this is an instructional series, you know. So we're going to get, so this here maybe, or this here hit the queen, are ideas. Let's try that maybe. Or this is a fork as well. See, I didn't know that was there when I played this move, but you know, develop and good things just happen. This is defended, so it's not a massive win winning the bishop, but it's still there. If this, is there any tactics? There's this loose piece. Can their queen threaten anything? I don't think so. I think we've still got this. And we've pretty much got to take this bishop now, because it's threatening the rook. We got an in-between move check or anything? Don't think so. I'm just going to take the piece. So they're hitting my rook now, so I can castle. And even though I've not got a bishop in the sniper tower, I'm quite happy, even though the queen's eyeing this, just because they don't have a light square bishop, and I can relocate this bishop into its little cubbyhole with tempo. I can tempo this queen here, but they would win this pawn. So let's just play the pawn move first, and then hit the queen. And we're gaining a lot of tempos on this queen, attacking the undefended pieces. So we can develop queen here. And also just wreck their structure if we want to. This, maybe they take this though. So let's defend the knight. And then maybe, again, restrict the queen like with these pawn moves here. Which actually now comes with tempo, which is even better. I don't know what this knight move does. It just allows us to push pawns. So maybe they'll sack here, because their queen is looking very short on squares, actually. In fact, is it just trapped? No. It's got all these squares over here. But yeah, this bishop's doing a good job of cutting off the squares. Add these two, I think, to go to. So, what if this creating an alignment issue? Or just this, hitting the queen again? I think that. And then maybe bring a rook. Or this. Or this. This closes off my bishops, though. This looks nice. Hitting the queen. Also, we've got this to reinforce. If they want to, they'll probably like hit the knight somehow. But yeah, they're hitting the knight. But now we get that, and if takes, we get their rook. We also throw in this move, but then they defend the rook. I think it's time to now cash in on our sort of tempo we'd won there, and the positional advantage we had. Finally cashing in on that. Maybe that's a move. If takes, they just sack the rook for the two pieces. They just take and we get the rook. A clean rook, okay? So now we're threatening that. If we could add some more defense to this square. Like this. Trying to win the queen. So let's see if they go for this. Yeah, they just don't see the tactic. So that's how you're going to win a lot of games at this level. Alignment issues, little tactics like that. I can take my bishop now if they want it. Be very happy if they did, because I'm getting low on time. Okay, so they're coming in. So we just take these pawns now. They're starting to play quick. I'm getting a bit scared. Coming in. Maybe this to restrict their bishop. Like that. We've got no increment here as well. So we're just going to start pre-moving a little bit and then try and crack open towards the king. Pushing these pawns. They're going to take. Pushing the king up the board. We've got 11 seconds, so we're going to start pre-moving massively. Bring in the rooks, double in the rooks. If they want, we're just going to take. We're just going to take. And then make everything as forcing as possible. They take. We're just going to slowly bring the queen. Like that. Then push this. They can't come anywhere near my queen. They've got a couple of pawn moves, so we're just going to let them play them. And then give mate, right? Ooh, just, guys. That was at 8 seconds left. Cheeky win under time pressure, right? So again, playing in the center. We're just going to stay symmetrical. Get the pieces out. Nice and happy. So yeah, knight out. Hit this pawn. Pressure here now. Maybe threatening this in some situations. There is a cheeky mate in this sort of position, guys. Where you give up your queen. And then you go check. And then mate. But they've got this square to run to. But yeah, you just got to check for that. Is this working? Takes, takes. And then check. In some positions where the king's got less room around it, it can just be mate. So let's kick this bad boy back. Nice. So we've got the bishop pair now. And we're about to open up the second bishop on this diagonal complex. So here, and there's an alignment issue. I've actually got to play back here. They're threatening this move here. Forking the king and queen. That's a very strong knight, so let's try and remove it. Either this or this. They just take. And now I feel like I'm better, but I can't explain why. They're castled as well. Maybe I'm not better. Don't want to take there, do we? Got this check. Yeah. This and takes. We're targeting this pawn. I'm just going to start expanding on them. We might be getting an opposite side. Side castling, guys. So in these situations, you should break on your opponent's side of the board. Can't play that, so we just bring the rook to their king. And that, I don't know what that does. We could even use this as an opportunity to centralize the king if we want to go into an endgame sort of king state. I think still, queen's on the board, we should probably castle. But now this is, oh no. They're doing the opposite of what you've got to do in these situations. Opposite side castling incoming. You know, they've got to start breaking on this side of the board and putting pressure on me. Instead, they're pushing pawns in front of their own king, which is just, it's suicide. So we can just push in now or take. Taking opens up the rook, so I'm just going to keep pushing. And I don't even need to castle. You know, there's no threat on my king just yet, so they're threatening nothing with this knight move, so let's just keep rolling. The troops are coming. So if this and takes, I mean, I'm just coming in with the queen. Or do I try and get the queen on this dark square and mate? But I don't see how I get the queen there. This looks like a very nice square for my bishop, though. 47 seconds. Let's just take. Let's just go in. Maybe I do castle now just to bring both rooks on the A file. Or one rook at least. And then try and get the queen there. Maybe push this pawn to bring the queen. It's going to be 2 moves. So I might as well push a pawn with it. And I wanted to put my bishop here anyway. And now it just allows me to do it with tempo. Because I'm now hitting the queen. And now I can just, yeah, clean everything up. Might get a little resigned here. No, he's fighting on. People at this ranking always fight on, don't they? This 900 rated Indian Casper. Here. They've got a check, but I go here and they've got nothing after that. So let's just threaten this. So, pointless check, I think. They've got this centralizing move. It looks very aesthetic, doesn't it? I come in with checks now, and this should be winning. Just scanning. They've not got any checks, right? So we get this. And look at the power of that bishop. Don't tell me that's a 3-point bishop, guys. And there it is. In the corner. That was quite clean. But, yeah, like quick tactical games, I'll be alright. It's them slow positional ones that I'll just burn time. So, do we go for this thing again? Fried liver? Okay, so that just gives us the bishop pair. We want it. Take. And I get this, though. Also looks really nice. I think I'm actually going to take with the bishop. My knight looks really juicy there. Forking the queen and bishop. Queen's got to be careful because I'm threatening this in some situations. I'd love to reinforce this knight. I don't really want to give it up, something like that, but it takes. So I'm gonna have to give up this beautiful knight. And now, are they gonna castle kingside? Maybe. Do I castle into this attack? I'm not sure if I do want to. Let's defend this pawn. And now I've got this, hitting the queen, hitting the knight. And if they take, we gain more tempo. See how important tempo is when playing these weaker players. You can really see how they just give you so many moves. So can we, again, tempo, and just hit this knight. Not sure what it's really doing. I've also got this check looming. Why not? I play this, I take, oh no, queen covers. So maybe the check just gives them back a little bit of tempo. So let's, do we open up the center if it takes? No, that doesn't look good. So they take with check. I think I'm going to castle, but I've just got to be a bit careful, guys. You know, their rook, queen, knight, all looking quite aggressive on this side of the board. So maybe just pawn up and try and get some pieces out now. We have banked that 1 pawn advantage. And now this looks nice because it immobilizes one of their pieces with this pin. So opposite side castling again, guys. So let's try and attack. This is still pinned. This takes. Get the rook involved. It looks really nice. This check is covered by the pawn. I'm just noting. Need to be a little bit careful about the king on this dark square diagonal. So this, if takes, does it give me anything? I've really got to get my bishop out. So let's come out this way. Knight still pinned, which is nice. Maybe they just slide the king over at some point. They're targeting this pawn, so let's just reinforce it. And then finally we get... So even though we waited a while before getting the bishop out, we are going to get a very strong bishop on this dark square complex. Now they're doing the right thing. Compared to that last guy, this guy is breaking towards our king. Is what you should be doing. This 920, so a bit of a better player. We're maintaining the pin on this knight. Going to bring the bishop. Maybe this move's quite strong just to stop, just to take the diagonal and stop my bishop taking the diagonal. This. Probably shouldn't be breaking in front of my king, could I? Should I? But I was thinking, can I win this knight somehow? I mean, we just got to take the diagonal. That looks so good. Then we're going to send these pawns. But they are coming through as well. Ah, no. No, he's breaking in front of his king. So this, they can take, but then I take with check. A little in-between move. Take, check. And I mean, why have you done that? Now your king is open. I want to bring the queen over now. But my queen is also really nice here with this pin. I'm in two minds. What else can I do instead of bringing the queen? I can just push these pawns now. So now if a king move here, maybe then, once they step out of this pin, then I bring my queen over. I dropped a pawn. Damn. Right, so this, trying to crack further. They can take, but they're, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to give up a pawn here to make their king just wide open. And then it's a question of which square do I bring my queen to. They give a check, but does it? Don't know what it does. I just come over. They're gonna take. Oh, they do. But then I just get that alignment issue, guys. 20 seconds left. We find it. We find the win. They open up the king when they shouldn't. That's the general theme of that, and it's all falling apart. Hit the rook. We love that. We love the capture. And I get mated. 15 seconds left. Should I be pre-moving with 15 seconds left? That's annoying. Because everything in that game was really instructive. Apart from getting back ranked. The time pressure. Alright, we plow on, guys. We plow on. We're going to forget that one. So we got pressure here. Maybe we can double their pawns. We're just going to play in the center, play principled. Get this bishop out. And then, oh, by the way, guys, this is my last day at work today. Oh, I'm getting my bishop trapped. Can I'm recording this before work as well. So this here. Wait, what? You're not going to try and trap? But here. Oh, no, it doesn't quite trap my bishop, does it? So, get another piece out. Does this work? Trying to go for mate. This. Knight does cover. This would correct their pawn structure, so I don't know if I want to do that. Let's just get castled, see what they want to do. That just develops one of my pieces. And now maybe this. They defend it. Let's ram a knight in there. I mean, that looks really bad. I know it's doubles my pawns, but... Oh my god. Just... Again, 2 games in a row, people deliberately opening up their kings and then putting their kings and queens deliberately on the same file. Just absolute no awareness of alignment issues, and sounds a bit harsh, but yeah, no awareness of the general themes of chess. Do not open up your king. So this, taking advantage of these beautiful dark squares looks nice. Trying to get in with the queen. I say all this stuff, but then I go get back ranked. So I'm trying to be instructive, guys. Sorry if it seems like I'm being harsh. So where's the mate here? This. Get a piece in. And then is there going to be something like check and then mate on this square in the corner? Or just here? I think this is just unstoppable mate. Making sure this isn't check. You know, if bishop could move with check and win the queen, something like that. That's not quite mate, but this is. Okay, so one more game, guys, to take us over to 900. 882 we're on. And I played the Sicilian, which isn't playing in the center, but we're going to play a bad Sicilian. And they don't capitalize on it. They don't take the free pawn. I'm trying to give people ideas of what they can do at this range without... Like, you shouldn't be learning the Sicilian at this range, and neither should I where I am in chess. So I'm just, yeah, trying to put pawns in the center and then play from there. Get myself out of my own theory. So, do we want to let them take my bishop? It does develop a piece for me. This is a pin. They're also threatening this sometimes. this, and then we can recapture here if we want to. Are they going to push all the way? It does restrict my bishop massively, but maybe opens up their king as well. But I've got an in-between move, right? So they calculated that if this I take, they win my... If this I take, they win my bishop. Neglecting the fact that I've got this in-between move hitting their queen. And maybe they could hit my queen like this. Takes. But yeah, not working. So this now to try and trade off pieces. Now we're up material, but we've also just got this. But this leads to counterplay. This here. And how do we defend that bishop? We've got to retreat the bishop, and then they get this pawn, and they get a rook in. And what's the point? Why give them that counterplay of this active rook on the b file? That just develops one of my pieces, and now we are truly threatening this because they can't even hit it. It's defended. Or we could come out with check as well. Why not? Dislodge their king. And now play this, and now immobilize the effect of that rook there. So they're threatening to come in on my queen, maybe this. So let's just castle. They are getting very aggressive right now, and I am castling into their pawn storm, so I've got to be a little bit careful. That's itchy, that is itchy. Alright, so this looks really nice for the bishop. But you know what? Let's just bring a rook opposite their queen. Just zooming out there, guys. I could have got real focused on these little plans, but instead going for the wider plan of creating a big alignment issue. And now this pawn push comes for free. We don't need to defend the pawn. Takes, we win the queen. So now we're just gonna crack through, hopefully. So this. Queen and bishop very active. And I know they're threatening stuff. Wow. If takes, that almost traps my queen, except I can just do that. But now they're threatening to like push. Oh wow. Maybe this just to stop this pawn moving. And also to open up this rook. Yeah, I need to get a rook in now because their pawns are coming through. So, rook involved, and then I should be able to infiltrate on this square here. Can they create any counterplay? They've got this. I don't think that's good enough. So if this and they take my bishop, I get mate. Oh god, again, I'm low on time. Oh no. So hopefully they give me mate here, so I don't have to play this position out with no time. But otherwise, maybe we bring a rook. Maybe this as well. Maybe they go here, yeah. So we've got this though. More pressure here. Threatening that. Does that work? Check. Have we got, surely we've got something here. This pre-move. The king has to go to the e-file. Unless they block. Oh, unless they block with the queen. But I think rook would have recaptured. Then we got this, trading queens. Which is actually not what I should have really have done. Maybe they cannot move the king, right? So I can pre-move this almost, but they can go d2. But this, and then this. They capture. This. Oh my god, where is the mate? Where is it? This. Trying to get check. 4 seconds left. This is getting tense, guys. This and the and this. Hopefully, let's not get back ranked. I think this check is coming. Check and oh no, this. Oh my god, there's no check, mate. Where is the checkmate? This. Push in pawns. Again, we got 1 second left. Are they going to give me a check though? Please take my pawns. They're not going to. Come on. Check. Mate. No, they go that way. This. They're running behind the pawn and I've not got down. Oh my god. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. I lose on time. Why am I analysing? 0 mistakes. Yeah. Alright, one more, guys. There's one more. We're counting that as a moral victory. I know I got destroyed on time, but... Alright, I really need to work on my time issues, guys. I know I've been saying this a while, but... This, maybe we take, damage the structure. If here we to push. Simple plans help you save time in the future. So, come on. We're waiting. Don't want to pre-move it. This light's falling behind me. Got a light like masking taped onto my monitor. So, damage the structure, and now we just want to get into an end game. Play against these double pawns, and we'll win. But we want a castle, but do we want a castle into the open rook? See, that's the come see come south chess. Double pawns, yeah, but open rook. So now they put the rook on the open file. We've got queen activity now. Getting the bishop out. We're going to castle this way. We're giving up this pawn, I realise. But now we're going to get an open file for my rook. I almost want them to take. Let's see if they want to take this pawn here. And then we want to just shred the position apart now. This, here. We've got pressure on this square with the queen. They go for it. I'm going to pin here. Because it also defends this pawn. Can't play that. I mean, this, and if they trade rooks, we're just coming in. I know we've given up a pawn there, guys, but we've got the activity of the rooks on the open file against the king. And I think that's a fair trade. And also damage the structure here if we want to, but maybe this is coming. So yeah, this is coming so quick. Or this rook. This rook. But either way, it forces a trade. Probably this rook, because I like this rook here. They retreat to try and get out of that issue. And now they shouldn't take. They should let me take. If I take, I recorrect their structure and their king is safe again. And I just lose. I've got to give up a piece. Talking about alignment issues, guys, I've fallen for it myself. This, we got to give up a piece and a rook. Not happy times. Just gone from quite a nice position to falling for just silly little alignment issue. I didn't even see the king here. Trying to play quick. So, what do we do? I feel like we're still attacking though, aren't we? Hit this rook. We can somehow get the open file. Oh, we're going to win on time, but that doesn't feel right. This to try and get this move. And then also we're just going to bring the rook. Threaten this. Win that queen. Yeah, and they're flagging. So there, we do have some realistic chances in blitz, but yeah, in classical, they might have had a winning position here. Let's go one more. I don't want to end it on just flagging someone after getting my queen hit. All right, solid. Playing in the center. We're gonna go for this again. We're gonna go aggressive, but they can just castle this time. But maybe this. Taking advantage of the fact that they've already played bishop out, so this, and you know, they've got to put bishop back if they want to get out of the pin. But they're going aggressive now. But it doesn't do anything, it just gives us tempo. Unless they're gonna sack. Maybe there was a sack. Takes, king takes, and then queen out. No, so we take. So this now, we're gonna do the same thing that they just tried. It's not good, they just castle and I've not got much. Although if they do that, then it is pretty good. Here, they go here. I think just hit the queen and the rook. So we created a threat. They didn't see it. And now what? They're going after this? Can I hit the queen in between? No, they get this. Take that rook. Check. We don't care. We don't care about this. We've got to check. And then we can just bring queen here, which looks very nice. Sort of attacking as well as defending this square. Then maybe like this, kick that bishop. Or just get castled. Just a free piece, right? Maybe they thought I was going to take with the queen, and then they would get check. But obviously, just take with the pawn. So now I've got revealed mischief. Like this, check. And it's nasty. It's really nasty. You can also maybe come out with check with the knight at some point. Check in between. If this check, they go here and they defend the bishop though. Have I got some sort of mate there? Surely. And then check here, they go here. I don't know, I'm just going to take the piece. Time, let's just think time-wise, you know. This defends everything, and we just fully infiltrate. Still defending this. And where is the win? This looks good. Trying to win the queen. This. They take here, we get check. Mate. Dovetails mate. And again, we're still defending this. Check. Oh, we have check here though. Here, and they're running out. Let's just mate. With their own pieces blocking the two classic escape squares for the king. So I know I played pretty bad in a few of them games, guys. Well, towards the end when I was getting low on time. But I hope the early part of the games was instructive. If it was, like and subscribe. And hope you all hit 1,000, all you beginners who this series is aimed at. Cheers.